Hey everybody! Welcome to my studio. I'm Joanne Rogers, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Central Alberta, Canada, and I've been designing with you in mind since 1999. Welcome to my Facebook Live. So I'm on a new day today. I'm trying out a noon hour because I actually wasn't able to have my regular spot at 4:30 last night. So I'm hoping that we're going to still be able to get a lot of folks in. So please come on in as you join in, say where you're calling or watching this from, and say hi because I want to be able to see you. So a couple housekeeping things that I want to talk about first. So I just started this week a Sunny Rewards program. So my Sunny Rewards program is for online orders. So I want to thank you for shopping with me online. And I have a little card and it's on my website. So if you go to Design with Joe, www.designwithjoe, Joe's Sunny Rewards. I think it's Sunny Rewards actually, and you'll see just underneath the shop there's a Sunny Reward. So go and take a peek at that. And thank you, Leslie. My link wasn't working. She let me know this morning. So go ahead and print that off. And when for every $60 before tax and shipping that you place in an online order, hi Karen, thanks for coming. You punch out one of my little sunflowers, and when you punch the whole guy here, that's $600, and then I'll get you $50 of free stuff, whatever you want, whatever's a current catalog. So if it's the occasions catalog, or if it's the annual catalog or holiday catalog, maybe it's in January or February. Sorry, in September, then anytime. And so you can redeem one of these at a time. So I'd ask you to redeem one at a time. And if you place a hostess order too, so if you get all the benefits, all the Stampin' Rewards from Stampin' Up, they count as well. You get to punch your sunflowers too. So hi Jennifer, thanks for coming. So that's my new program. It's up on my blog. So take a look. And I sent out an email 2 days ago, I think. If the link isn't working, then just let me know, but I'm pretty sure I have it set up and working right now. Okay, so we have a few folks coming on, so I'm just going to put that down, and I'm going to make sure that I am in the right spot because I've been known not to be in the right spot. So let me just find myself here. There we are. And I'll need to turn it down, I'm sure. So let me just turn it down. There we go. And then I can see your comments once I turn my phone down. So there we go. Oops, I thought I had it turned down, but I guess I have to do it once I get up into the second spot there. Okay, sorry, my camera moved a little bit too. Okay, so today we're doing a little bit of a different project. So my product of the week this week is circle punches. And how many of you have circle punches? And we probably use them to mat things, and that's probably one of the best ways to use them. Does anybody use them any other way? So the folks that are on here watching, are you guys using them any other way? So yeah, Jennifer, I hope it's working for you too. You've been freezing when you've been watching other ones today. I know that some folks had a bit of a challenge last week. So let me know if either I'm not coming across clearly or whatever. I think that my internet is probably okay, although I did reset it a little bit earlier. So certainly let me know. So send me your comments and share please with other people that might enjoy these projects that we're doing. So again, so my product of the week is circle punches. So everything this week is going to be working with circle punches, all different sizes. And circle punches are not just the ones that have a nice smooth edge. They're also the starburst punch, the scalloped circle punches where you've got those, tiny little scallops, and they're very small ones. And Jennifer, you never use yours. So what about Karen and Marilyn? Are you guys using your punches? I use mine tons. I love punches. In fact, I would much rather pull out a punch and use it than a framelit. And I know that's almost blasphemy, but it's just quicker for me. They are a little heavier though to carry around. So what's my steal of the deal? So my steal of a deal is you buy 3, you get 1 free. So in the annual catalog, so I'm on page 210 of the annual catalog. On this page here, there are all kinds of circles. There's a little guy down here, the handheld, which we're not going to have much longer actually. And then there's also this circle tab tab here, which if you like to put tabs on your catalog, I don't have any on mine, I just have post-it notes, but this would be and I've thought for years that I would put little spacers to tell me where everything is, so flip right to the ribbon or whatever. Does anyone do that? No, do you have your catalog nicely indexed and you have a nice little tab on it? These are just things that I like in the catalog, or stamp sets that I love. So let me know. And Karen, you use the punches more so than the framelits. Yeah, I agree. They're so easy just to pick up and use, right? So so again, that's my steal of a deal. So buy 3, get 1 free, and you need to email me that. Email me your order for that for you to be able to get the 1 free, because I will process that through an order that I place here. So let me know about that. And you have until this Sunday, so up until February 3rd. Hi, Judy. Thanks for coming. So also, I need to pick my winner for last week, and Marilyn uses them for mats. And I think we're all of the same opinion. We like them a little bit easier. I love framelits, don't get us wrong, but I think for really quick, if you're trying to throw together a simple stamping card or one that you need to get out the door in like 3 minutes because your husband's already got the car running and you need to get in there, and that would be the one to use. Okay, so I'm picking for last week. So this was the project that we did last week, and you guys helped me design this one with the colors that we used. So we went with lipstick, and we went with the lipstick ribbon on some of the choices. So that's great. I love when you are participating and letting me know what you'd like to do. We're going to do a little bit of that today too. So this is the card, and it's going to go to Ruth. So Ruth, if you can, Ruth Donaldson, if you can just email me, I can get this, I can get this to you. So thanks for commenting. Thanks for sharing. I really appreciate, as I'm trying to build our community, I really thank everybody for helping me do that. Okay, so I'll put that aside and the draw box aside, and I'm going to turn you down. So hopefully everything will work, and I'm not going to, what's the word I want? Zoom in this time. So let's see how it works. Here we go. Okay, are we there? Let me know that you can see fine and that everything, it looks close enough. I think we're probably close enough. So we're going to be using very little cardstock today. You can see it sitting here. I know that camera is in just a little bit. I'm really hesitant about zooming, but let me just try, and I'm going to zoom just a smidge here. Let's see if I can get just a smidge. How's that? So let me know again if that's a little bit closer. Well, maybe that's a little more than a smidge, but that's okay. Sorry, Jennifer. I just know that I don't like to have that little camera in the side here. So, okay, so I'm not going to show you what we're going to be doing today. We're going to make one, and then I'm going to show you a couple others that I made and some other items that I lettered on to get the same effect. And I started with 2 things, and then I moved on to these great little guys here. So I these are bags, and I have to say I did get them at the M store, the big M store, and they came a pack of 40 for, I can't even remember how much they were. I've had them for a while, and I use them for little draw bags, but I'm also using them for gift bags now. So they're really good size. They look like a little lunch bag, but what I sort of found by accident when I was starting to make one for a gift draw, or like a penny auction. What do I want? Door prize. That's what it is. Sorry. Then I really came across something that was sort of cool. So many of you know that I do brush lettering. That I am a calligrapher, and I also have an online class for brush marker lettering. And I'm teaching one right now for the Lettering Arts Guild of Red Deer. We had our second class last night, and we have one more left. And what I'm recommending for beginner letterers, not folks who are into it and doing it for a long time, but for those who are just starting out, about is the Stampin' Right marker. So I'm going to turn around so probably you can read it better. So the Stampin' Right marker has a brush tip that we often use for coloring, but it's fantastic for lettering. And why I like it for beginner letterers is that the tip is not too long. So it's really from here to here. I've got a little shake this morning. And it's flexible, but it's still firm. So you're able to have success really early on with your lettering. So Judy is watching, and Judy actually is taking the class. So Judy, you can let everybody know maybe what how you're finding brush lettering and maybe why you were attracted to it in the first place. So the color that I'm going to use today is Rich Razzleberry. I do also have Berry Burst. Actually, I think I'm going to use Berry Burst. So let me use the Berry Burst. And we want, so I don't know if you realize, but on your Stampin' Right marker, there is a thin line at one end and there's a thick line at the other. The thin line tells you that it's the bullet tip, so just the 0.5 tip, and the thick line tells you it's the brush marker. So sometimes when you pick it up, if you're unsure what it is, take a look at the barrel and it will tell you. So I'm just going to letter a name on here. So whoever's the next person to make a comment, if you can make a comment, any kind of comment, and that's whose name is going to show up on this bag. So I'm just going to hold on for a sec while you all have a moment to make a comment or get your name in there. And while we're doing that, who here has taken my brush lettering class? And if you did take it, did you take it online or did you take it in person? So I'm still waiting for a comment to see whose name is going to be on the bag, because you're also going to get the bag. So I will connect with you and get your address. Okay, Judy is the person, so I can give this to Judy next week at class. Okay, Karen, you were so close. Sorry. Okay, hi, Tanya. Okay, so it's going to be Judy's name on here. And so what I found when I was lettering, well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to letter. So I'm going to letter this a little bit. It's not my beginner lettering, but it is brush lettering. And it's so trendy right now. And it actually is fairly simple to do, and it's only made up of strokes. It actually, when I'm teaching it, I'm teaching the strokes, not so much the letters, and then we're making the letters. So I'm going to do Judy here, and so I'm going to fancy her up a little bit. So I'm just going to letter her name, and I have to pay attention a little bit. And we'll give her a dot at the top. So here's the part that I found that was so cool. So on these bags, you probably can see that it's a little bit shiny. I'm going to pull in my clear embossing powder. So I'm going to pull that in. And normally, our Stampin' Right markers don't stay wet very long, but they stay wet long enough. And this is not a glossy bag, so there's something in here that is repelling it just a little bit. It would dry, I'm sure, in just a few probably seconds, but if I'm really quick, I can get in there with my clear embossing powder and I can heat it up. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Leanne. Thanks for watching. So I'm going to turn on my heat tool, and I'm going to pull it over here, and I'm going to heat it because I can't seem to pull it. So here, I'll do it this way. So I am doing this on the highest setting so that it will go quicker, because I'm not on my vellum. So if I were on vellum, I would want to be on my #1 setting. There we go. It's heating up now. So a quick way to learn embossing, can you see that it's turning shiny? And it creates a really glossy finish. A way to know is hold it in one place, and when you see it go shiny, move on to the next place, rather than waving it around, because you're not going to be quite as effective and you might miss some spots. So I'm going to have to go make sure that you can see all of this. So going around the bottom here. So what I found really cool, I'll get that turned off. So what I found really cool, and I'm hoping that you can see it, is that there are some parts that are ultra glossy and smooth and shiny, and then there are some parts that have like little, almost little pock marks in it. So I'm hoping that you can see it. Let me move that around in the light a little bit so that you can see it. Can you see that? And so this is now permanent on here. It's not going to smear or anything. So this is a really quick way to decorate your bag. So now I'm going to pull in my circle punches. Well, actually, I think we're just going to write a little something on the top of that. So because I used the berry burst, I'm going to go use my razzleberry now. So I'm going to say just for Judy, and I'm going to just write that sort of in a little bit funky handwriting. And so it's just, so use your own handwriting. Get in there with your markers, decorate things up. Don't be afraid, because everybody loves to get something that is homemade. They're not going to look at it and say, oh, that person doesn't know how to write. They're going to look at it and say, I'm so happy that she took the time to letter that for me. And look at it, it's got my name on it. People love getting things with their name on it. So all I'm doing with this is I wrote my word just with my regular writing, and now I'm just thickening up some of the lines. Okay, so that's just for Judy. And now we're going to decorate the bag. So I've got my 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and my 1 inch. And I've got 3 different colors here. I've got my rich razzleberry, I've got my berry burst, and I also have petal pink. So I think I'm going to do some rich razzleberry large. And when you're doing this, you want to think odd numbers. And maybe I'll do some 3/4 inch of my berry burst. Oh, and they are flying all over the place. Now I'm going to also get a few small ones in here, and I will do a couple small of the petal pink. So we'll do that. So I've got 3 of each. I may not use all 3 of them, but at least I've got them. So now all it is deciding where you want to put them. And really, I'm not putting a lot of thought into this at all. I am just getting them on here. I think we need another berry burst down here though. Okay, and I am now just going to stick some liquid glue all the way on those. I'm going to put my liquid glue onto the circle as opposed to putting it, I could put it on the bag. I'm going to put it on the bag, but if I do put it on the bag, what happens is I may put a little too much. Now I've got a little circle there, and I made sure I didn't put too much liquid, or liquid glue, but I like the placement better if I put the liquid glue onto the circle rather than the other way around. Now I'm also on this one going to put it just over the edge. So let's add a little bit of interest to what we're doing. So in that case, I'm not putting glue everywhere on the circle because I want that to go over the edge, just barely peeking over the edge there. A little bit more here, and a little bit more. And I could peek another one over the edge if I wanted. Now, what I need you to tell me is when I have them all down, do you think that we need any more on this bag? So do we need any more of the light ones? I've got 2 here, and if I'm thinking about what I might like to change, I maybe would like to change that up a little bit. So what about if, so I have another punch here. This one is not a circle punch. This is the Happy Tales, from the Happy Tales bundle. And there's a heart on this guy. And I think I'm just going to punch out a couple hearts. Let me just come here. Maybe even only 1 heart. So if I punch out 1 heart, I can put it over the circle. Do you think over the circle or over top of a circle? So what do you think looks better? Who's got an idea there? And do I need more of them? So while you guys are thinking about that and thinking about letting me know, I'm going to let that heart go off. I'm going to show you how to cut these ones off. It's really simple. So you're going to lift up your bag, take your snips, and you're going to turn it upside down. And so I can just see that little tiny bit of circle peeking out. So I just run my scissors right up against the edge and I clip it off. Same with over here. Actually, I'm going to do it this way. Run it right up against my edge, and just be careful you don't get it right on the bag. But there you've got a little bit more interest with it coming over to the side. Okay, I have 2. I have 1 over the name and 1 on the circle. I need a tiebreaker. So who's going to decide if the heart goes on the circle, 1 person, or over top of the J? So 1 person to get their fingers going and let me know. I am going to dress these up a little bit with some rhinestones as well. So One more person. What do you think? Circle or over the J like it is right now on the bag? Circle. Thank you, Ruth. Okay, so I'm going to put it on this circle here. I'm going to put it on top again of the heart, or on the bottom of the heart, I guess. And I'm just going to place that on there. And now I've got some rhinestones, and I'm going to just pick up some rhinestones, and I'm just haphazardly going to place them on my circles. So I'm not thinking about where I'm laying them down. Some could be at the top, some could be on the bottom. This guy, maybe I'll put him actually in the top right of that heart. Okay. And a little bit more over here. I could go for some bigger rhinestones, but oh, you know what? Maybe on those guys I am going to put big rhinestones. I think maybe they would just catch the light a little bit better. Okay, so one more for this guy here, and I'm going to put him down here. So there you have your bag. Okay, and then I'm just, and Judy, sorry, Judy and Janine both were over the J. And Judy, it's your bag. So, oh my goodness, maybe I'll have to do another one over the J. So then what I do is just take a piece of tissue paper in a coordinating color. So this is a used one. Can you tell that it's all crumpled up? I don't know, I reuse my tissue paper as many times as I can. So when I do that, hi Sandra, thanks for coming. You're not late, you're just fashionably showing up and making your appearance. Thank you for coming. So there we go. So there's our bag. Can you see that if I hold it down like this? So a super quick little bag that you can make. So I don't know, how long was I even on? I can't tell. I don't have my watch on. Oh, I guess 20 minutes, but I did a little bit of talking. So this one we used pinks, and I just love this gloss. So what I want to show you are the ones that I made and using some of the Stampin' Up! Products. So we'll put Judy's aside and I'll get that to her. The very first thing that I started with were the gold foil bags. And I thought, well, these will be cool. And they are cool, but it's really hard to see on this foil. So even though there's a little bit of, this is Melon Mambo on here, even though there is a little bit, it got lost a little bit. I think it's still pretty cool, and I will use this bag. So this is a really generic bag. And Leanne says, what about a rhinestone on the dot? You think maybe a rhinestone right there, and maybe a big one or a medium-sized one? So anyway, I've got the, this is the 1/2 inch and this is the 3/4 inch in Melon Mambo. And then I've got the glitter enamel shapes on here, also in Melon Mambo, and a little bit of the gold cording. And we used the gold cording we used the black cording actually in a class last week. And I showed people how to make it unravel. And so maybe I'll do that on a Facebook Live. But this top just sort of peeks in. If I just show you how I've got it closed, it peeks, it goes underneath, it doesn't peek, it goes underneath that circle. So that circle, oh, I put the glue dot on the dot, sorry. That circle is holding it in place. So that's what it looks like when it's opened up, or that's what it looks like. And then you can just refix it back in place there. I'm going to have to move that up probably just a smidge so that it doesn't interfere. So that was the first thing I did. Are we thinking about that rhinestone on the J? The second thing I did was this little box. So these little gift boxes are in the catalog, and they were great for doing this. So it has quite a pebbled surface. So these are sort of a frost white. I don't know if you can see the shimmer on it, but I have a friend who's having a birthday coming up, and what I have for her will fit in here really, really well. And I decorated this one not just on the front. I put dots all around the little box and then just tied the top with it with some of our lemon lime twist. So these colors are mint macaron and granny apple green and lemon lime twist. I have to say I haven't been giving my lemon lime twist a lot of love lately because I really, really, really like the granny apple green, but I think they go well together. So that was another one. So I was pleased with how that one turned out. It has that super pebbled finish. And this is when I moved to the bags. I thought, oh, okay. I have a great niece. So this was the first thing that I did, the first one that I did. So here we're using, what are we using? Calypso Coral, Daffodil Delight, and Mango. And the lettering is Mango, and this is in Calypso Coral. And we've just got, these are all the same size. So this is all the 1/2-inch circle. And then the last one I did, I thought, well, I better do one for the guys in the group. So Brady got one as well. So in your rich, bright, so black, blue, yellow, red. So great for a boy. So if you have to do, if you're doing for grandkids or if you're doing for kids on your, maybe they're having a birthday party, these would be wonderful to make. And again, you can do the lettering. Anybody can do this lettering. And my online class is on my blog. If you just go underneath online classes, you'll see it there. It's brush lettering for paper crafters. And I am looking forward to doing a little bit more of this because it is a lot of fun. So I'm going to turn you back around. Here we go. There we go. Again, you get to see a little shot. I've got stuff all behind me because I'm getting ready for a class today. So thanks, Leanne. I'm glad that you're loving the circle ideas. Again, when you share and when you comment, I'm going to get down because it always comes lower for some reason. When you share and comment, I really appreciate it. And I put your name in the draw. And what I'll do is I'll draw a name on Sunday and I'll make another bag just for you if your name is drawn. And so I won't actually do the draw next week, but I will draw the name and I will show the winner, and I might fancy up the bag maybe just a little bit differently. So I didn't get any ideas on whether we should put the rhinestone on the J for Judy. Have we got, can we take a little poll? Is it, so here's the bag. So I know it's backwards. I apologize for that. Should we put it here and cover up the circle on the J, or should we just leave it as is? Is there enough bling on there as it is? And let's count my circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 circles. Oh no, 9 circles. Okay, I didn't think I would have left one out. Very practical for any age. Oh, Ruth, great. Thanks for saying that. And Ruth is saying on the J, so we've got 2 for on the J. So Judy, what about on the J? You think you're okay with that? Jennifer, leave it as is. Okay, Judy, leave me a comment. Let me know. And it'll be a mystery. I'll show you guys maybe next week. So I'm going to be having Facebook Live again next Thursday. So I have to work again on Wednesday evening. And it just makes too quick of a schedule. And what I'm also going to be doing is putting a poll out on my page and asking you guys for, I think maybe I'll give you 3 choices of times. And I'm not guaranteeing that your time is going to be picked, but I'd like to have an idea of when it will actually work for you to come and watch. Okay, Judy says leave it as is. So thanks, Judy. Okay, so thanks very much for joining me, and I will see you next week here for another Facebook Live, Thursday at noon. I didn't think I told you the time, so Thursday at noon again. And I already know what my project is going to be, and we're going to be playing with something out of the Occasions catalog. So thanks very much for joining me, and have a great paper crafting day. Bye-bye.